It'll work.
Shows up better on the demo.
Yeah, I should have an olive with me. I don't. Looks like. I thought I threw it in the bag. I didn't. It's a demo. It'll catch fish. This is a good one to use as a drop to float a dropper. If you're fishing for bluegill, I'd put this on and maybe a rubber-legged prince nymph underneath it. I was fishing it on the Rio Grande last summer, and I was using it as a point fly on a 3 dry fly flotilla. Three dries, and I caught fish on every one.
What were the other 2 flies?
I used an Adams and a Royal Wolf. And if I use it as the point fly, it would keep the whole string floating a lot longer. It wasn't windy that day, too. Okay, I start off by trimming the foam a little bit. But first we got to put the flash on, don't we? They're trying to keep me on point. Grab a little bit of this. This is some of that mirror flash. You can really pick this up on the water.
Ladies in production just doing this all day. Korean ladies. Well, depends. That's okay.
I know Orvis says there's a Manchester and they have a lot of the town folk come in and they volunteer the time.
If you got any eyesight at all, you can give a shit.
What was the name of this fly again?
This is called a Chubby Chernobyl. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. We'll give you luck in there.
It's a very, very effective fly. I have a friend that uses it on the White River
People cast like this.
and catches big browns on it over by the golf course, up by the dam.
One of the displays that really caught me was Mary Orvis Marbury, who was Charles Orvis' daughter. Tide flies for Orvis early on in the 1800s.
Okay, the next I'm going to do is, this is some yellow dubbing.
These date from 1890.
I mixed up a combination of this sparkle antron and this, came up with this. Hopefully there's enough here.
Just as brilliant as if they were tied yesterday, just magnificent display of flies, priceless.
Spin it one direction.
Of course, big wet flies.
Stuff
big,
is-
bright wet flies.
Doesn't cooperate very well.
I think in the 1880s, they're magnificent. She was attributed to be the
This doesn't have to be really tight like you would, say, a small dry fly. You want it a little on the brushy side, but you don't want it like with guard hair sticking out of it.
Okay. Common sense wasn't coming into play there.
That's kind of weird watching another video now when you really do.
So you gone up to Manchester and done the whole tour and everything?
I did years ago. This was 1995.
Mm.
I'm just saying, if you ever since it was,
Yeah.
and how priceless those things are.
I mean, each one, if they were on one, each one's probably.
Just a little bit more.
Because you know that you have materials on them that you can't use nowadays.
Oh, sure.
Especially those wet flies.
There we
What you
go.
tying now, Greg?
I am tying a Chubby Chernobyl.
Chubby.
What do you think, Mark? Have you ever?
I bought to use Chubby recently.
Gatorade?
Chubby.
Chubby, man.
Chubby. Dingle balls in the back.
Low rider.
Okay, I like to have the foam stick out about, the width of the gap past the hook bend. Pinch your foam.
Greg, this is your point fly and your flotilla.
Yeah,
So when you say point, you
that's
mean
the very last one on the
very last
string.
one, right.
And most people would make it the first one. The reason why I like it as the last one is because it keeps everything up. Everything floats a lot longer.
You change tippet size in between the first and the last one.
No, I've not that. I haven't thought of that. Well, we throw some legs on here too. This is some Flexi Floss in olive. This is really good for a Pat's rubber leg. Out of one strand, I should be able to tie this fly, I would think. And I like to orient these things on the foam, not on the dub body, the legs, because I think they stay in better shape that way. Okay. I'm cheating, but I embrace technology. Super glue works really well to keep that foam where you want it.
Very good. I was thinking getting a couple curl
I could have used that a couple times this weekend.
See if I can get that right there. Okay.
Ventilation.
The next, I'm going to put a wing on it. This is some McFlylon. It's my favorite stuff for this.
Well, yeah. I have no So why don't I buy a couple?
I got that at Charlie's.
Is the microtip finally?
This is a big wing on these. Big fuzzy wing.
You put floating on there when you fish it.
You know, I'm kind of in the habit of using floating, so I put a little bit on it. It doesn't need it. Okay. And then also to do a little cheating here, I'm gonna, right there at that crease, I'm gonna put a little glue in there.
Tell you what, I'll take a pair of each.
Pull this back. Legs. Try it again.
No, I'm sorry, that's.
This is the micro.
You trying to wrap that up onto the,
Trying to get it up on the stuff.
hold the wing back?
Yeah, kind of hold the wing back. But it doesn't matter. The next part of my thing is to kind of tidy up a little bit and cover up your work. So I put a little bit of dubbing on.
Going out tomorrow on my kayaks. My first scan went back
Cat's on fire.
Yeah, we got a key in. We don't have a salon to scan it, so we're just $7.95, and since we're weird, I'm gonna call it closed. That's kind of my rule.
Goes, it goes on as close.
Now, if I had olive thread,
Plus or minus on
I wouldn't have to do this, but I got to kind of cover up this
Where what?
as I jump the thread up to the next one.
Anyway, $7.95, but a piece club, the local fly fishing club, so then you get 5% discount each time you enter an item. Because then you have, 10%. That key right there will take 10% off if you realize that. There's your first entry, there's minus 10%. And these guys, 17. 5.5.
This foam wants to roll a little bit. That's why that glue comes in handy.
Foam and rubber are like tying snakes. But great materials.
Now, that squirmy worm, I think, is the hardest thing to use.
I have not figured out how to get that on the hook. Somebody teach me.
Dubbing. Use dubbing and on your thread before you wrap.
And then it grips it.
It grips it.
I bought some from Kevin and I tried, after 2 or 3 flies, I said, I'm gonna need some teaching in this. I can't do this.
I did,
Hey, this is Johnson. Almost.
What is that?
You know what you get with it?
Key in that, just triple check. Because if not, then you get old school. And then hit the green key. Once you swipe it, then hit the green key just to send the information. Now it's watch, it's broadband, but it has phone backup. So if the broadband is down, it'll take a second for them to switch over to phone.
okay. Next thing is the wing.
Yeah, she's still running insurance card.
No, we have a.
The green key down here is for cash and checks. You hardly get checks anymore.
Can you hold it down over there, you guys? Guys trying to type lies.
Just looking at it.
Yeah, this material, just to keep it in lengths, so it doesn't turn into that just all mangled fibers. That they have some way to kind of connect it together, but it doesn't work well with this. Yeah, there we go. How's that look?
Next.
Gentlemen, I'm glad you saw me.
Mark, you ought to stick around.
I got it. I'm a married man. Been married to her for 45 years in August.
Does she know?
Huh? What'd you say?
I said, does she know?
Oh yeah, she reminds me frequently.
Okay. Tie this in. Glue this down. Yep. Do you have that on the door yet?
And Greg, I truly am impressed. I was
Well, thank
not
you.
kidding you. You're doing very well.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
See it on YouTube later.
It's gonna go viral.
You seen books from you lately?
No, I just
Go on the
forget that.
lecture
I can't.
circuit?
I can't even spell my name, let alone write a book.
A go sheet right
Yeah.
now. Thanks.
Yeah, take care.
All right. Now I've glued my fingers together, but that's okay. We can make it work.
You have to file it again.
It works. Did you notice I didn't hang up any of that? And I waited until right before I was tying it. Okay. I was putting together a travel kit for tying on the road, and I went and divided all of my dubbing material into little small bags I got over at the local craft store. Took me a day and a half to go through just the dubbing and material. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just the right amount. I've noticed people doing something new with like hopper wings. They will take and cut them with their cutter or with their scissors, and then they take and they burn them with a cigarette lighter, and it gives them a really nice, more natural shape. I tried to do it with this, but I couldn't figure out how to burn this end of it and not set the fly on fire. Can you see that happening? My wife walks in.
Like that stuff.
Mine collect that stuff. Yeah.
Smell good.
Yes. They're pretty. So you can see easier with the rotary vise.